Big snake.
Huh?
Nah,
Fucking motherfucker, don't do that shit. That just made my heart stop.
Yo, I got a snake. Sammie, come on in here. Let's see if you can find this thing, son. It's gonna be a hard one. I got faith in old Laser Eyes, though. Somewhere in this area. It's a shame we gotta euthanize this little guy, but gotta do what we gotta do. Fat snake, guys. Fat snake. Yeah, it's latched on my boot. Big ol' Eric Wojcicki for this one. Son of a gun. Locks the damn lock on my boat, takes the key, and then goes up to St. Cloud. So we gotta do something. We're gonna cut this thing off. And
We got handy dandy Sammie.
yeah, handy dandy ham Sammie.
Don't wear eye protection.
Yeah, definitely wear eye protection with this bull, son.
Luck's only good for an honest man.
All right, heading out. See if we can't train some puppies. All right, tonight we're heading out, seeing if we can't catch some pythons, and we're doing a little bit of puppy training in the process. I got my guy Sammie coming out to help me, and let's go do it. Hey Sammie, slow down right here. This is that island Otto was going nuts on last time. Let's maybe get up here and give it another check. So we're coming out here at night because right now it is just blazing hot during the day. I mean, way too hot for us, way too hot for the dogs, and we're very limited on time when we come out in the morning. So I found coming out here at night, we can spend a lot more time hunting these islands, and we've been having more success. Let me see where that hole was marked. So on our way out to the islands I want to check, there's an island that Otto showed a lot of interest in earlier in the year. There was a hole that he was going absolutely nuts on, and me and Sammie and Mike actually dug it out, cameraed it, but we didn't find anything. So tonight I'd like to go back there, check it out, and just kind of see if maybe there is something inside.
Definitely a nice little hole.
Well, I ain't say that yet. Look at this. What's this though?
This ain't the island we was on.
Yeah, that's skinny, man.
Yeah, but no, that looks pretty big, man. So as soon as we get to the hole, the first thing we notice is some snake skin down inside. I can tell it's a black racer, pretty fresh, but in front of the hole, as I'm digging it out to look in a little bit deeper where I can get a better view, I notice some other snake skin. It's a little bit older, looks like it's from a bigger snake, and it gets us fired up. She could be smelling that. She definitely likes this hole. Come here, Rogue. He's a good girl. He's a good girl. Good girl. Good girl, Rogue. Good girl, Mama. I know. I know. You smell something. Come here. Okay. Hey, Rogue here. Hey, come here. See how jumpy she is? Come here, girl. Come here, girl. So I send Sammie back to the boat. He grabs the camera, and we set up to stick it down and see if we can't see something deeper in this hole. Big snake.
Huh?
Not
Fucking motherfucker, don't do that shit.
Sammie, how much you with me? I gotta do it, son.
That just made my heart stop.
Are you butthurt now? Sammie's always giving me hell, so I figured I'd mess with him a little bit and give it to him back. I ain't seeing nothing though. This is what happened to us last time. It looks so good.
So big.
Yeah, it could be wherever. So we're cameraing the hole. I'm seeing more snake skin deep inside, but unfortunately, no snake, no nest, nothing like that. And even though Rogue was showing interest in it, I think she was showing more interest in that snake skin she was smelling down in there. So we're gonna pack it up and move on to another island. Usually at night with a bunch of these white flies out, I don't know what it is, but I do pretty good on pythons. I don't know how it makes sense or why, but it just seems to work out that way. So here we have a moon lily, and what's cool about these little white flowers is they actually bloom at night. So during the day, this thing is closed, and at night, generally when it gets later at night, usually around 11 o'clock, midnight, you'll see these guys start to bloom and come out, and by the end of the night, I mean, the glades is covered with these beautiful white flowers. Pretty cool. Sounds a little more open. Yeah, that bottle's probably old as shit. I find bottles out here from the 60s and 70s, old glass Gatorade bottles. What you got?
Black, mate.
What do you mean?
Black racer.
Definitely a racer. Well, that's good. We got racers moving. That means we should have pythons moving. Bro, get off of it. So we're working our way down these islands, letting each dog take a turn to get up there, hunt, and see what they can find. Hey, come here. Get away from that water. Both of the dogs are doing really well. Rogue is out here hunting hard, so is Shelby, and I think both of them are gonna make fine snake dogs. Rogue's showing a little bit more to me, but she's also had more experience out here, and you know, can't discredit Shelby. Get him up. Find him, Rogue. Find him. So as we're hunting this island, we get a little bit split up, and I get ahead of Sammie and the dog, and I almost walk into a baby hatchling python. Almost hits me right in the face. Yo, I got a snake. All right, guys, I got one. Come to me, but keep Rogue. Don't let her rush up in here. I don't want her messing this thing up. Sammie, come on in here. Let's see if you can find this thing, son. It's gonna be a hard one. I got faith in old laser eyes, though. Somewhere in this area. Not necessarily right in front of me. Within this 50 feet in front of us, circle. And I think it's still there. It's still there. So Sammie started off a little slow, but it was a tricky scenario I put him in. You know, all I told him was there was a python in front of us. I didn't tell him it was up in a tree. I didn't tell him it was a little baby hatchling. So I kind of set him up, but eventually he did find it, and we snatched it up. I mean, this thing's 5 feet from your head.
5 feet from my head.
5 feet from your head.
From your hand, though. I'm looking high, I'm looking low. It doesn't matter where I'm looking. I couldn't see the snake. About 5 foot in front of me, I finally moved just a little bit. There was the Everglades gold hanging on a limb.
See him? Good eye, buddy. Good eye, buddy. Well, especially when you don't know what you're looking for. The hatchlings always get people. You're looking for a damn big old python. You ain't expecting this little guy here. But these little guys are just as bad. They gonna turn big just like the other ones. Eating up our Everglades. Stoked we got that guy out. Cute little sucker.
Got to be more. If there's one, there's more.
Yeah, we'll definitely comb this area and see if we can't find some more. Right now, these nests are hatching, and where you find one, you often find others. That one looks like he might be a little older, but no, I think he's a little older than that. I give him maybe a month, 3 weeks, but he ain't no older than that. Yes, sir.
Boy, he's healthy, though.
Eating good out here. He's probably sitting up in them trees eating frogs. It's a shame we got to euthanize this little guy, but fortunately, there's nothing else we can do with it. State laws and health of our ecosystem. Gotta do what we gotta do. So it wasn't a couple minutes later, and thankfully, Ro sat right where Sammie placed her. She didn't move a muscle. And Sammie spots a good-sized water moccasin, maybe 25 feet from where we caught that hatchling python. You know me, I gotta get in there and try to get a closer look, but this moccasin wanted nothing to do with me.
Oh shit, boss.
What you got?
Look at this moccasin.
That looks like a moccasin. I can't see totally, but I just seen a piece of that belly.
Come on, you're good. I'm gonna keep him off there.
Oh yeah, big old moccasin. Big old moccasin. Don't let it bite me? Why? Oh yeah, I guess. Travis, I know not to let it f***ing bite me, dude. So my YouTube guy wants me to tell y'all that moccasins are venomous. If they bite you, you get hurt and you go to hospital and maybe die, so.
And he still wanted to touch it.
But that's why we wear lacrosse.
Everyone knows that, you know, it's a cottonmouth, they're a venomous snake, but yeah, that's why we wear these lacrosse boots. They protect us, they're snake proof, and you know, I guess they give me a little more confidence to get in there. I will say, usually when I see one moccasin, I see a bunch more, so be real careful. I don't know what it is. When they're out, they are out. You good with that snake? Rogue, what a good girl. What a good girl. She was sitting right there. That's a good dog, especially with all that commotion. Find him. Come on. Find him. Hey, 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 get away from that water. Ain't nothing but moccasins and gators down there. So we're working our way through the island, trying to dodge thorns and bugs and vines, and I can tell Rogue starts getting real excited, and that gets me excited. Python, python. Python, right in here. Right in here, right where she was. Sammie, come to me!
Python!
She starts getting into this fern bush and starts to go on point. And as I get a closer look, I can see that gold in there and shining. Especially when I hit it with the light, I mean, it just stands out to me, and I instantly know it's a python. Come to me, Sammie! Oh, it's getting bigger. Oh, it's getting bigger. Got a big body on it. Big body on it, small head. Look at this thing in here. I would have never found this without Rogue. Look at how this snake is just absolutely buried in here. Absolutely buried. I would have never found it if not for her. She was pointing this head, and there's a python head. Good girl, Rogue. Good girl, Mama. Hell yes. This is Rogue's, I want to say her first big python she's found. And I mean, this thing's pretty good size, buddy. Hell yeah. All right, I'm going in for it. I ain't waiting for Sammie. Oh man, I gotta get some more video of her just buried in there. It's so cool. I mean, she's just totally covered and buried. Look at this. Pretty good one, guys. I don't know if there's two in there because, man, the head looks small. Good snake, boys. Make sure there ain't another one.
I got you.
So as I'm exposing more of her, she just keeps growing and growing, and it looks like a big size snake. I know I gotta quickly grab that tail, yank her out of there, and she don't wanna come easily, son. She's fine. We're fighting, battling. I finally rip her out and she gets a hold of my boot and we're doing a little bit of do-si-do. Fat snake, guys, fat snake. Yeah, it's latched on my boot. Hey, Rogue, back up. I'm gonna drag it out right to here. No, she's fine. No, I'm trying to get this thing to start striking at me. Put on a little bit of a show, but it just wants to run. I'm going for the grab. You want to do it? You want to go for it, Sammie? Come on in. Come on. So Sammie's coming over as I'm getting her out, and I figured this is a perfect time to let him take over and grab this thing by the head. Good girl. You can probably get that head pretty easy. Just find it. Good snake. Yes, sir. Nice work, Sammie. Hell yeah. What a beauty, man. Dude, the head of it looked like it was a 5-footer. But man, it's a big old healthy snake. I don't know if she's full of eggs. If she is, which she probably maybe is, she's real late to lay. I don't know. She might not be. I think she's just real well fed. Good deal. Who's a good girls? Who's a good girls? Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. What a good dog. This nesting season alone has been a testament to how important these dogs are to remove these pythons. Otto and I have removed well over 1,000 eggs with all the nesting females we found. That's females sitting on nests, that's gravid females looking to nest, and just males on the islands as well. I think we're nearing maybe 30 pythons this season, and you know, that's just a couple of months. That's a very big deal, and it's having a very large impact. Yes, sir, what I'm talking about. Old Rogue showing us she's got what it takes, son. Big old python, maybe gravid, we'll see. And I couldn't be happier with her. This is maybe the second time I've had her out here on these islands, and I think she's gonna make a snake dog, son. Good girl, leave it, leave it. Come here. Come here, girl. I think this snake, man, it is fat as hell, but I'd say it's maybe 9 foot, maybe 10. Good snake, good snake. Probably a female just by how fat it is. Yep, it's a female. So that's an extra win, especially this time of year. It's breeding, nesting season, and to get one of these females that's sexually mature is just an extra win. So we're very happy. She was sitting right here in this fern, absolutely buried in this dead brush, and I would have never seen her if it wasn't for this snake or for this dog right here. She went right up in here, showed a lot of interest, pointed a little bit, and when I took a closer look, this thing was glowing inside. A little bit of Everglades gold. What it's all about right here. Making new dogs and helping the ecosystem in the process. You can tell this snake too is just so fat and well fed. It is eating our native wildlife and doing a good job at it. Not no more. Super proud of Sammie. It's just awesome for me that we put this crew together of guys between Sammie, Mike, Eric, Tombo, Matt, that they're all capable of coming out, whether it's iguanas, pythons, and they know how to handle the dogs. They know how to help our ecosystem, get these invasive species out, and we're getting more boots on the ground to help me, help our state, and I can really see the benefits in it. Look at the back of that shirt. Yes, sir. Cleaning the glades. Doing what we can. And doing it in style. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right over here, Sammie. Especially with the nonprofit we're starting, Veterans for Conservation, we're gonna start getting combat vets out here in the Everglades to help us with these invasive species, give them a new purpose, a new battle, and guys like Sammie will be perfect to take them out and help us spread out our efforts and really make an impact. That's a pretty sight. Success, success. Heck yeah. Pretty ass snake, but gonna need a bullet in its head. If you guys want to get involved, come down here, help us out, or just have some fun in the Everglades, hunting iguanas, pythons, hogs, gators, you name it. Email pythoncowboyhunts@gmail.com. We'll set you up, get you down here. If you guys want to get some of the leather products we make from these pythons and iguanas we remove, check out pythoncowboy.com. See what we got in stock. If you see anything that's out of stock or want something custom made, go ahead and shoot us an email and we'll get you all hooked up. Thanks again, y'all.